Hope you guys are all doing well on this Tuesday for an out of the park perfect stream. Again, I am Laptop Hound. If you've just come across this stream because, hey, you're scrolling through Discord and you see stream and video section and you click on my name, yeah, I am one of the affiliates and you can get drops for OOTP Baseball 23 just by watching the stream or listening to the stream. If you're at work, if you're in the car, if you're at home, wherever you may be, hopefully you can get some good cards from the drops today. The weather update. Yes, the weather update today in Edmonton, Alberta, kind of central north Alberta, Canada. We are looking at 4 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know everywhere else in the United States is probably better than this. We had a ton of snow yesterday, so a lot of shoveling and scraping and turning up the heat. 4 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Edmonton, Alberta. Happy Tuesday back at you, RB Stearns. It is, or RB Stens, it is election day in the US. If you are in America, you guys are having your midterms today. And whoa, what a whirlwind of political activity in the United States over the last 4 or 6 years. Quite the storm of activity that you guys are having, you know, with the divisiveness of the different parties and the different policies. We get that up here in Canada. We have a Liberal Party and we have a Conservative Party. And then we do have a third party, which is the New Democratic Party, which is even more left of the Democrats or the Liberals. So we kind of have 3 main parties in Canada, 2 kind of thoroughbreds, and then 1 kind of horse that kind of sticks in the race a little bit. I know you guys have the Democrats, Republicans, midterms going on. Right now, I think your Democrats slightly have a lead in the House, and I think the Senate is tied for you guys 50-50. It should be, an interesting time. Already hearing that you might not even hear your results today. It may take a while. So with what's going on in, elections in Brazil and the changing government in the UK, controversy in Canada with the Emergency Act that was invoked in January, February with a trucker protest. A lot of things going on. Ukraine, Russia. Yeah, it is a very, very interesting time. And that doesn't even include all the financial things going on with inflation and cryptos and stocks up and down and Bitcoin up and down. So I hope you can escape a little bit from all the whirlwind of political and economic chaos kind of going on right now and enjoy some baseball, some OOTP baseball. 47 Radman in Minneapolis. Yeah, you guys get some snow too. Isn't that where Fargo? Isn't that in, or is that in North Dakota? I don't know where Fargo was supposed to be set in, but northern Minnesota, I'm sure you guys can get some cold winters and some snow. So those that are kind of along the Canadian border, Idaho, Montana, Minnesota, North Dakota, you guys feel it sometimes just as much as we do up in those northern states. Bigfoot owner, welcome. Television is safe again. No more political ads for a while. Yeah. And I don't know about, the US, but when we have elections, we have all these lawn signs and we have these divisive ads, that are smearing the other party. So yeah, it's kind of good to get away from that. Aussie 7227, thank you for following. 227, I'm always curious about numbers and why people pick different numbers. So is that kind of like, was 27 a uniform number that you had, or is it a birthday that you might have? Always curious where people come up with these numbers for their names. A lot of times it's year of birth, or it's the birth date or a favorite number from their youth. So welcome. Thank you for the follow. Duluth, Minnesota, just a couple hours from the border. Okay, yeah. So easy jaunt into Canada, I guess, if you want. and take advantage of your American dollar, because your American dollar is killing ours right now. We might be like 68, 70 cents to an American dollar. So there was a time where the Canadian dollar was worth more than the American dollar. So again, it's going to be an interesting day for you guys in the States with all the election results coming in. Of course, it's not the big one, but it is still a big one. It's probably your second biggest election in your cycle after the presidential election. So again, guys, thank you for tuning in. That is the weather update. And yeah, I always say go out and vote. I mean, it's a privilege to vote. It's something that you should do. Make your vote count. Even when I was teaching social studies, I was a social studies teacher for 30 years. And for my grade 12s, which is our highest level in Canada, when I teach politics, I always say, you know what? Go out and vote. Do a little research. Just do a little research and see if you're left-leaning, right-leaning, center. And even if you spoil your ballot, even if you don't like any of the parties, and maybe you're a libertarian, and there is no kind of right-wing party that supports your ideas, still go out and vote. Spoil the ballot. It still goes to show that you participated in your election for your country. Because many people don't get that opportunity. Many countries, some don't even let women vote still. In Canada, it was 1917, I believe, when women finally got to vote federally. And I think America was sometime around there too, maybe 1915, 1916. So some countries are still not allowing certain sectors of society to vote. So yeah, get out there and vote. I'm always curious what the lineups are like, if there's, malfunctions in the booth. And we still vote by paper ballot here. We do have mail-in. We do have advance voting. But most of our day of voting is still by paper ballot. You go in, you put a little X in a box, you put it in a little ballot box, the old-fashioned way. I kind of like that. I like the paper because there's no electronic malfunction that can take place. Hubert Farnsworth, IV. Maybe you have more at the end of your name, but that's all I can see right now. Thank you for the follow. Cheers to Ozzy and DJ Popo. Okay, let me try and get this. DJ Popo Klatch. DJ Popo Klatch. Thank you for the follow as well. And Hubert, thank you for the follow. Today, Nespresso hazelnut coffee with a little bit of, what do I got in here today? Oh yeah, I've got my coffee crisp creamer. And a little bit of half and half milk, half cream. Again, guys, if you are new to my channel, I see a few new names. I always just like to do a quick kind of summary of what I'm all about. I'm a YouTuber who's come over to Twitch because I want to give something back to the community. And in this case, it's packs. But on my YouTube channel, I have over 100 videos on OOTP, pack openings, tournament advice, gameplay from my Rocky Mountain Gladiators. Lots of good stuff if you love the game. Also, I am so close. I checked it this morning. I am at 999 subscribers. And I've been kind of at the 990-ish range for about a week and a half now. I'm like so close to getting that 1,000 subscriber, at least since I checked this morning. So if you guys are on YouTube, if you love OOTP, give my channel a check out. I always put these Twitch videos up on YouTube after. So yeah, if you hear your name on here, you can go back and hear it again on YouTube. Also, I promote another game app collecting site called LiQWYD. And when I pop on tomorrow at this time, it'll be for LiQWYD. It won't be for OOTP. So it won't be drops that you get for OOTP. I will be promoting the app LiQWYD. I am an affiliate there. And I said I would do 2 streams on Twitch. And tomorrow is the second of the 2 streams. So on there, I talk about the collecting site. They have many name brands from Rick and Morty to Disney to Neopets to MLB to NBA, with Panini, football, soccer, not NFL, but the European soccer with Man City. A lot of cool things. If you are a collector in the digital world, it's a place you should check out. I am doing some giveaways. On Saturday, I gave away a couple digital pops, some Joey Votto pops that one of the viewers won. And tomorrow I'm giving away a Giancarlo Stanton, where LiQWYD serializes their items. So when you open a pack or when you open a box, you get a number to that item. And this one that I'm giving away is number 10. A lot of collectors like the low numbers, right? When you open up a pack of NBA cards and it's serialized out of 250, you're hoping to get the number 1 or the number 2. For some reason, those seem to go for more when you decide to sell them. So investment-wise, low numbers are always kind of more important. Also giving away a couple Nelson Cruz tomorrow from the Seattle Mariners, a kind of a home and away pop series. Remember, these are digital. They're not physical pops. You won't get anything in the mail. A couple Cubs digital pops, and the James Paxton pop that came out a few years ago. Here's the digital one, number 500 out of 500. So it's the last serial number. So I will be doing that tomorrow because I will be promoting Star Trek Week on LiQWYD, where they have many giveaways, many different sets, many different trivia contests. And if you're a Star Trek fan, like I am, that's why I went to LiQWYD. I went to LiQWYD because I saw they had Star Trek collectibles. And tomorrow, actually today it starts, Star Trek Week on LiQWYD. So I'll be talking about that and doing some Star Trek giveaways. Again, if you want to get involved with LiQWYD, you can download the app either on iPhone or on the Google Play Store. Really easy to get. And also there's a web version, so you can kind of play around with your digital items on the web too. They do allow me to do a giveaway, just like OOTP does with packs and drops. If you sign up on LiQWYD and you go into the settings, there's a promo code area. And if you put laptop 20, they instantly deposit $20 into your account for you to use on packs and other collectibles on the site. So again, if you're into digital collecting, check that out on LiQWYD. And tune in tomorrow, and you can win some LiQWYD digital items. NFT, some of them are mintable on, I think it's OpenSea. They're planning on using Ethereum for mintable items. So I'm not big on the blockchain and minting and those kind of things, but LiQWYD is kind of going in that direction with a lot of their digital items. Wildcat, Bandit, Prentice, Brown, thank you. Another cheers. You're making me drink my coffee a lot quicker today. You guys are followers number 294 and 295. I'm still kind of way behind a lot of the other streamers, but every follower means so much. And you guys are part of my community, I hope, for a long time. And yeah, I like to have a lot of conversation. As you can see, I like to talk. Yes, being a former teacher of social studies, I like to talk. So thanks so much for the follow. Thanks so much for the subscriptions. Again, one of the LiQWYD community gave out 5 gift subs on Saturday. One went to Cubs fan, one went to Gorgo, one went to Paul Blair, I think was the name. So yeah, it's great to see the two communities kind of coming together. All right, let's get into a little bit more news. On Thursday's stream, my giveaway. Oh, Shub. You get the... Sorry, Shub, I don't have the sound effects yet. Once I get a little deeper into Twitch and start having, a little deck that I can instantly play sounds, I'll play one just for you. So you just get the virtual dance. Thank you, Shub, for the subscription. Or Shub1. Hey, Shauna from LiQWYD. Hey, well, see, there you go. We're bringing the communities together. LiQWYD and OOTP. So on OOTP, let's get back to that because that's what today's program is. A giveaway on Thursday's stream, 10,000 perfect points. And that can be used again to purchase cards or items on the OOTP shop. And in terms of news, yesterday, if you missed it, they're removing the PTCS daily and weekly tournaments for now. So a little bit of controversy. A lot of people like those daily and weekly tournaments. I see they did put in new prizes, choice packs. So that's kind of cool. Hopefully those will work out okay. And the one and the only Dish. You all know him. You all love him. He is the face of the streaming franchise. Dish is off this week. So if you're going, where's Dish? How come Axel is doing the Thursday new card release? Or where's the Friday this week in Perfect Team? Well, he's going to have some guest hosts. I'm not sure exactly who they are. I think Axel is one of them. But Dish is off this week. A well-deserved vacation for this kid. Yes, I call him a kid because I'm old. This kid deserves some time off. So Dish, if you happen to see this, enjoy the week off, rest, relax, re-energize, and come back even stronger than ever next week. So again, Dish is usually on Thursday nights, Friday nights, Sunday nights, streaming OOTP content. So again, welcome to the new and the old followers and subscribers. Welcome to those that are in the LiQWYD community, and of course, those that are in the OOTP community. New card just came out today. If you are a Joe Niekro fan, there is a new silver limited edition Joe Niekro. So that means there are 100 of these in packs. It is a 71 rated card, so it will be easier to pull. This one will get sold out fairly quickly because it's a silver historical. So good luck on getting that. I don't think any have been sold yet, but if you are in silver leagues and tournaments, this is what his ratings look like. Really good movement. Of course, he's known for his circle change, his curveball, his knuckleball, and pretty good stamina. So if you're a Niekro fan and just want to collect the card, yeah, open some packs. Maybe I'll pull one today. And if you play in silver tournaments, let me know how it plays after a while. So guys, that is the latest news and updates and weather from cold Edmonton. Let's get on with today's program. Coffee break. All right, here it comes, the trivia contest. The featured player of today, as we connect the past with the present of OOTP. It's an easy one. Be quick on the keyboard. There are no prizes. Who is this well-known Cincinnati Red? And if Gorgo is in the chat, shh. No hints. Oh, you got you were at the game when Niekro got caught with his Emery board. Oh, yeah. For every guy that is caught, imagine how many guys that don't get caught throughout the years. Yeah, it happens. So who do we have? Who is the feature player of today? Yeah, hi Gorgo. Hope you had a nice walk or are going for a walk, and I know soon is coffee time for Gorgo. Davey C. Yes. Concepcion. So I featured him today because a lot of players use him early on in their perfect team leagues. So let's learn a little bit about Davey. And Gorgo can chime in. If he's got any other secrets or tidbits, he can share them in the chat. Let him call David a hot dog. And as for the mustard, I hope he never loses it. It's part of Davey's self-confidence. You believe you're good, and you're letting the fans know it. So Concepcion, hot dog in it, confident, a lot of self-esteem. He showed it on the field. Some people call it a big ego. Others call it self-confidence. So that was from Sparky Anderson, another well-known manager in the major leagues from 1992. So Dave Concepcion is the feature player today. And in terms of his career stats, this is what we're looking at. He had over 40 WAR, almost 9,000 at-bats, and 101 home runs. So he was able to hit the home run, and even in my perfect leagues when I used to use him, he'd knock out the odd home run, and I'm like, a shortstop hitting a home run? That's kind of odd. But yeah, he would do that. 950 RBIs and 321 stolen bases. His biggest weakness was falling for outside breaking stuff, Gorgo says. Cool. So he was easy to program against then for the opposite pitchers. Just throw him some outside breaking stuff. Well, teams. How many teams did he play for, Gorgo? Do you know offhand? How many teams did Davy Concepcion play for? He was one of these players that didn't play for many teams. Looked like he was a Red for life. So he was signed by the Reds as an amateur free agent in 1967, a really nice year, and then granted free agency 20 years later, and re-signed by the Reds, and then 2 years later released by the Reds. So yeah, he was, as Gorgo says, a Reds only career player, and I love the loyalty. It gets me in trouble with my teams because I hang on to players way too long. Mel Ott, captain, first captain of the Gladiators, classic example. Tito Francona, another classic example. Ross Barnes, another one. So yeah, he was a loyal Red all the way to the end. And award-wise, he did win a few awards. 9-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glove, All-Star MVP, and 2 Cincinnati Reds from that little mini dynasty that the Reds had, and even 2 Silver Slugger awards. So he was recognized in the award community. And of course, we have 2 Concepcion cards, I believe. One is the 98 Mission one that came out really early in the game. And then Platinum 1, I believe there's a bronze, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is it a bronze 69 Concepcion that's in the game as well? But it is a card that I used early on, and some people still use it in gold. I've still seen some gold Concepcions being used. Barry Larkin was not only a Reds lifer, he's a homer. Yeah, Larkin's another all-time classic shortstop for the Reds. And Gorgo says, speaking of power hitting shortstops, just wait until you see Ellie De La Cruz. All right, Ellie De La Cruz, someone to keep our eye on. Might be in the game next year, Gorgo, or is he a couple years out? Ellie De La Cruz. So Concepcion did play on the Gladiators from 2028 all the way up to 2034, all in gold and diamond. You can see kind of his stat line here. His best year was 2030, where he had 96 hits, 49 RBIs, and a 2.3 WAR. You'll notice every year in Rocky Mountain, he was a platoon player. I didn't have him in the lineup against both righties and lefties. He played that platoon position. So he never really got a full workout in Rocky Mountain. But yeah, he was useful. 34 home runs in his 8-year career here. All right, that is Mr. Davy Concepcion, unless Gorgo has any more trivia. Don't think so. So he's not in the Hall of Fame. And we'll kind of leave off with this. Gorgo, as a huge Reds fan, does he deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Is he a Hall of Fame player, or is he just on the outside or far away on the outside? In your opinion, is Concepcion a Hall of Fame candidate? I don't know much about him because I'm in Canada and we kind of watch the Jays and the Expo games. As we move on to our next feature. Yes, let's go into the OOTP game. And we're just going to set up a tournament before our first break here. So Gorgo says he's right on the cusp of Hall of Fame status. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, is kind of like Larry Walker. Larry Walker, you know, I love Larry Walker because he was an Expo. He was part of what should have been a World Series winning Expo team. But unfortunately, that was the year they didn't play the World Series. And Larry Walker was always on the edge. He'd be on the ballot, didn't get in. And I think he finally got in, like on his last try. So Concepcion might be kind of in that range as well. All right, again, we are going to set up our first perfect draft tournament here that involves one of those cool choice packs. So I am just going to go into probably this round robin one here, non-live. And as you can see on the screen, instead of specific cards, now OOTP is offering choice packs, where if you win the tournament, you get a high diamond card, your choice. So there'll be 6 high diamonds. You pick the one you want. Second place gets a low diamond, so between 90 and 94 probably. Third and fourth place will get a choice pack of a gold. 5th to 8th, a silver. And then if you're 9th to 16th, you get 1,000 perfect points. So as long as you win a couple rounds, you will get into the prizes for these choice packs. But we'll get on to the draft. We got our first break coming up. We'll see you guys in a few minutes, 2 minutes. Go get a coffee, go to the washroom. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. I hope you got your beverage and ready to go for this next round and next segment. So we're going to start off here in this segment with one of these new drafts. And I always like the challenge. And although I don't do extremely well at tournaments, I have won some tournament cards in the past. And this one is a new one for me. It is a double round robin tournament. Single elimination, best of 7. And it's 1955. Most of the tournaments in the before were either modern or in the 60s or way back in 1933. So I don't know if Bailey's here today in the chat or if he's, you know, out doing some work or maybe shoveling some snow. But 1955, kind of curious what the requirements would be. And I think I still have that slide up here. There we go. Always use this when I'm doing kind of tournaments to get an idea of what I should be drafting. So 1955 was the, what do we got? The golden years. The golden years. Well, it must be because that's, you know, that's when Gorgo was a youngster, kind of in the late 50s, early 60s. So the golden years. The golden years, you need 3 starting pitchers. They have a high pitch count. Pen usage is rare, but not unheard of. So you still want 3 starters and probably 5 to 6 bullpen guys, but they won't see a lot of action. So it seems like it's pretty close to the 1933 settings and strategy. So I'm going to go for 3 really good starters. And the designated hitter, I think, is in play on this one. Yes, it is being used, so I don't need pitchers that can hit. All right, so let's see. It'd be cool to get a choice pack in my first ever live stream of this tournament. Feel free to chime in with advice. I know there is a little bit of a lag. 5 starters, Teddy O. Did I miss that? Did I look at the wrong one? Let's go back here. 1955, the golden years. Okay. Well, yeah, it's kind of right in between the 3 and 5 starters. Yeah, do 3? Yeah, I'm gonna go with 3. I'm gonna go with what the sheet says, because hey, the sheet can't be wrong. And if I bomb out after a couple tries, then I'll switch strategies. So 2 cards here, not really a lot of good choices right off the bat. I think I have to go Killebrew. He's used a lot in perfect leagues. He played back in 1969, so within that time range. Not taking a closer, of course, because they won't be used that much. So that leaves out Timlin and Folk. Gonzalez. Don't want Munson. I can get a catcher anytime. Or Guidry. Peak Guidry or Gonzalez. I think I have to go with a stud pitcher. Best option I had. Next, we've got Jose Mendez. Very useful utility guy. I'm going to take him. I like his utility and as a pitcher with high movement. Snuffy, if I want the defense, from 1945. Kirk as a catcher. I don't know how these play. I know they play better than live cards, but are they better than historical cards? Kirk, interesting. Cedeno in the center field, multi-positional, high contact, probably some decent speed, yes. Good for 1955. Those are the 2 we're going to take. If I was wrong on Kirk, let me know. I don't know if that was the move to make. Next, so we got 2 starters and a good center fielder. Pink Collie, 1895. Adrian Beltre. Topps card. Woodling. Could go with a 3rd pitcher or a Crandall. Not liking these choices. I think I've got to go very splitty. Woodling is very splitty. I don't really want any of these guys, but I think I'll go with my 3rd pitcher. Why not? Get 3 stud pitchers right off the bat, and I'll go Woodling. Probably should have went Acuna Jr., but Johnny Kling from 1908. Pitching, I don't have to worry about. Tito Martinez, I have a first baseman. Killebrew can play 3rd or left field. Poorly. Lonnie Frey, okay. And 85 catcher ability or 85 with no speed. Yeah, I'm not used to these drafts because typically you want 5 starters, and now I've got all my starters already. I've got a first baseman, so it comes down to Jeff Kent or a catcher. And which one do I prefer? I think we go Lawler. Lawler and Frey, the best of the worst. Go with top bunt card? Right. I still have that chance because Taylor Ward is here. Taylor Ward can play left, right, center. He will be one choice. And I think Judy Johnson for that utility. Still need a good shortstop. Vern Steffens, where are you? Randy Hammer. Solid defensive shortstop. Ward and Hammer. As opposed to Arm and Hammer. Ward and Hammer. All right, what do we need, guys? We need a third baseman, a DH type player, and then just utility. Third base, Eddie Matthews, welcome. DH. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Uh-oh, Eddie Matthews. Okay, good. Whew. Yeah, I grabbed him. Yeah, he looks like he's clutch. Look at those ratings. Just for you there, Prentice. Let's take a look at Eddie Matthews. Better against the righties, average speed, average outfield, might be a DH guy, depending who I get here. But I got kind of either Woodling or Ogilvy as DH. Probably Woodling. All right, catcher first, second. We've got all of our starters. Now it's just filling out the roster and getting some bullpen. Let's go with some utility here. I'm always never sure, once you have your starters, do you want your backups to be really good hitters or do you prefer really good defenders? So that if they're forced in the game, at least they're giving you defense, or do you not care about that? And it is 1955. I tend to always go for the defense first. I want a silver closer, that's for sure if I find a good one. Not really finding a good one here. Too much red in these players. Go with Cheney White and Woody English. Yeah. Let's just move past that round. Didn't give me good vibes there. Mickey Harris as a stopper. 1950 player. Throws left. Kind of like that. And we talked about Larry Walker before, but don't think I need him. I do need a second catcher and more utility guys. I don't like these guys that have yellow, blue, yellow. Kind of like a bell curve. Don't like that. Either stuff or contact has to be above at least 60 in the green. Well, seeing no really good options here. I mean, Will Norris, if I take him, he's only going to pitch maybe 5 innings. So let's go with a second catcher. So still need a couple infielders, maybe 1 or 2 more outfielders, and then bullpen guys. Bob Johnson and Sweet Lou or Dewey. I always like Caesar, especially in last year's version of the game. I think he was a bronze. Always did well for me. So maybe the coding is similar. Let's take him as a backup. Multi-positional. Vida Blue, welcome to the bullpen. And Dick Lundy. Always plays well for me in bronze. What do we got pitcher-wise? 5. Oscar. And Dink. Dink is a really good utility guy. Love this card. Negro League player 2. He can run or steal. He can play 7 different positions. Avoid the Ks. Yeah. Dink is on the team. And please don't censor me, Twitch. Dink Monthau is a real name of a player. There's Dave Concepcion. I've got 3 shortstops though. Sorry, you don't cut it this time, Dave. You were a 67, not a 69. 6 pitchers so far. I need a couple more. but I like Felix Mantilla, multi-positional, and we'll take a picture. Don't like that bell curve. But better than the other ones. And round 13, only 2 cards this time. I got 7 pitchers. What do I need? At least 8. So let's target our pitcher first of all. And I know who my second card's going to be. I think you guys know who it is too. Second card's pretty easy. Only got 3 pitchers to choose from. Antonio, Ken, and Joe Mays. Let's go with balance. He might only pitch 2 innings anyway. And Elmer Smith, one of the top 5 bronze cards, in my opinion. There we go, our first choice pack tournament, chat. Our first one. Let's see how it shapes out. Let's put it at a 4-man rotation. Take out Mickey Harris. We'll use him as the stopper in the 7th inning. Everyone else, enjoy watching from the bench because you won't get much action. Even if I make the finals, some of these guys won't pitch 1 inning. Although it's 1955, maybe they'll use them a little bit more. Here we go. Guidry, Mendez, Hawley. And our hitters. Quick analysis of that. Rank by ratings. Contact. Big home run guy is Killebrew and then Mantilla. Mantilla needs to be in the lineup. I will sacrifice Where is Lonnie Frey? You're way down here. No, no, no. Mantilla, you are going there. I can't remember your speed. No, you are not leading off. Let's go like that. And guess Frey does need to be in. Must have looked at the wrong card there. Frey and Mantilla. I still want you in there for that power. Put you in, sacrifice some defense. Although shortstop, second. All right, yeah. A little bit of roster construction. I want to win that choice pack, so I'm taking a little more time in this tournament here to set it up. Who am I missing here? Cheney White? Yeah. Actually, I don't mind that. Keep it like that. Auto that and auto that. Good. We are good to go in that tournament. If you got in that tournament, yeah, let me know next stream on Thursday how you guys did. The Quito Mosquitoes we looked at on Monday, they won 2 1933 tournaments in a row, winning 2 of the same card. I think it was Kid Nichols, maybe. All right, let's get on to some team play, some team action here, and find out how my two diamond teams, if you weren't here on the Monday stream, wow, for the first time, I only run 2 OOTP teams for now, just 2. I have a plan for a third one down the line. Just got to work it out. But the 2 teams I have right now, the Rocky Mountain Gladiators, the Gym Unknown Blue Jays, are both in the same league and the same conference. Yeah, how wild is that? So on Monday, we looked at the Gladiators more. Let's look more at the Blue Jays today. 19-17, I like it. 2 games out. These are the underdog team because for a diamond team, look at this lineup. This is not your typical diamond lineup. And we're above 500. I've still got a gold and a silver card. I'm betting there's not many diamond teams with a gold and silver card still. There's my loyalty. George Kell, 292. Look at this guy. Are there better players? Yeah. But I don't want to punish a digital card because he's playing well. So I got to keep him in until he proves otherwise. And Frank Grant, yeah, he's a guy that could be replaced, but he's just a bench guy anyway. But he's first on the chopping block for hitters. But otherwise, yeah, this is not a team. Even in gold, there are many teams probably better than that. So they're doing well. And the Rocky Mountain Gladiators, look at that, guys. Rocky Mountain 21-15, leading Diamond 354 in the AC West. I'm impressed, Rocky Mountain. And when we look at their team compared to the Blue Jays, right? See where I'm coming from? This is what you would expect out of a diamond roster. And even then, it's not an overly strong diamond roster. It's competitive, and somehow we're in first place. But sometimes your lineup settings and your sliders, they can make a difference. And your ballpark factors. And the fact that you have to download every 30 minutes. The random generator sometimes can make a difference too. So let's take a quick peek. Did the Gladiators win or the Blue Jays win? Oh, look at that. Just for you, chat. Over Oxnard Sunset. Look at that. 9-0. In Canada, we call that a shellacking. I don't know if you say that in the US or Europe. It's a shellacking. You might use stronger words that aren't appropriate for Twitch. This is a family channel. Pop Lloyd, player of the game, a shutout. Shared shutout by Jim McCormick, Britton, Quisenberry, who I got off a Gorgo off his stream. Gorgo opened it up, put it on the card shop. I bought it. And the quiz has done pretty good for me. 77 saves. Not even in my closer role. So really good. And yeah, you definitely need some random generator luck. Ozzy, you been around some Canadians? That reminds me of the movie Slapshot. With the goalie, the French-Canadian goalie in Slapshot. If you've never seen Slapshot, it by far the best hockey movie ever made from the 1970s. Newman was in it. Not really a lot of other popular actors, but the Hanson brothers, you know, the Chiefs, you got to watch that movie. The best movie. So yeah, we beat them like a rented goalie. Canadians are good for these very unusual phrases. Here is the Gym Unknown Blue Jays starting rotation. We are on the 60 pitch count, 18 batters faced. It doesn't get the pitchers a lot of wins because they rarely go 5 innings. Kevin Brown, look at his. He's only gone 5 innings once. So they can lose the game if they give up runs early, but they can't win the game if they don't go 5 innings. Pedro Martinez, I've thought about giving him a higher pitch count, but it's working so far. He's only gone 5 innings once, and he got the win. Vida Blue hasn't gone 5 innings in the last 5 games. No wins. And Jim McCormick on the edge of 5 innings. So when you go a 60 pitch count and 18 batters, they will only face the rotation twice through the lineup. Because again, there may be, although not confirmed, a penalty for your pitcher facing the lineup for the 3rd time. Whether it's a stamina penalty or just ineffectiveness penalty. And I found that. I found I was losing so many games in the 6th, 7th, 8th inning that I had the lead and all of a sudden I blew it all the time. And maybe that 3rd time through the rotation is a thing. So it's been working. I don't care. My starters are not getting wins. My wins are going to my bullpen. 4 wins, Don Newcomb. 3 wins, Tug McGraw. Gordon Maltzeberger, 3 wins. And that you win by committee. And I have enough bullpen guys here, I think. And again, you want at least 4 starters in your bullpen for this to work. If you don't have 4 or 5 starters, your bullpen is going to get exhausted and you're going to lose games, in my opinion. So I've got Maltzeberger, I've got Newcomb, I've got Belcher, and I'm actually short one. I've only got 3, so I'm really pushing the boundaries. I should probably get another one in there. But I don't know who to take out. Not Hoffman, McGraw, maybe Britton. Maybe he's the guy to go. Or Quisenberry. Gorgo, maybe it's time the Quiz leaves the team because he's at a 720. And I know how Gorgo manages his pitchers. If you're performing well, you stay. No loyalty with Gorgo. If you're crap in the bed, if you're getting beaten by a rented goalie, Gorgo gone. And so Gorgo would have Quisenberry out. He would probably have Don Newcomb out with his 8 ERA. So yeah, that is an option. What do we got here to bring in? Newhouser, Hutchinson, PV, Pryor. This is the tournament winning PV. So we are going to do a Gorgo change on the fly because 2 of these guys are getting beaten by that rented goalie, Don Newcomb. And I hate to do it, but Dan Quisenberry. And we are bringing in Hal Newhouser and Pryor, PV, Hutchinson. I need a lefty, so I'm going to bring back Sid Fernandez. Nah, he doesn't pitch well in Diamond. Fred with the control. Let's do it. Let's just make an executive decision. Maybe a short stay, but these guys are now added to the rotation. Notice I do have 1 follower situation, so I have some of my righties coming in as openers. Just to mix it up a little bit, and let's submit that. All right, that is how it looks for the pitchers. A quick look at the hitters. See who's performing well. Wade Boggs, 337. Wade, you get the team dinner on the house next time. 337 in Diamond for Wade Boggs? That's unheard of. but less than a 1 WAR. So his average is very Wade Boggs-like. Larry Walker, hitting 300. Good Canadian boy. After hitting 242 last year. Nice. Look at all those awards for Larry Walker. He ripped it up at the lower levels, as they say. He ripped it up like a cheap Canadian $2 bill. And Joe Tinker, hitting 286. Very un-Joe Tinker-like. All right, time to open packs right after the break. We'll be right back. Sponsor our ad people. They make Twitch happen. All right, we are back. Hope you got some cool ads. Canada, we tend to get Canadian content. I know someone mentioned they live in South Korea one time, and yeah, of course they got South Korean ads. So yeah, it makes sense that they're very regional specific. I'm curious, those of you that subscribe to different Twitch streamers, when an ad happens, you get your ads taken off. You don't have to watch the ads. So what do you see instead? Do you just see whatever screen that the streamer has up at the moment? So if I just left this one on, would you just see me here, sitting here going, dancing to the tunes? Or does something else come up for you when you are a subscriber? I've always wondered that. Because again, I'm new to Twitch. I'm new to emotes and subscriptions. So again, we are on the 6th inning here, heading down the home stretch as we finish off today's stream. Your camera, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Woo! Woo! So in that last one, I had the Be Right Backup ad. Or the screen, so my camera wasn't showing. So that's what you saw, or do you still see my camera like this? It's good to know these things, you know, just in case I get up and stretch, or you know, spill my coffee and embarrass myself. Couple new followers I have to thank. Wildcat Bandit, love that name, Wildcat. Yeah, in the Canadian North we have wildcats. And we've had bandits in the past. Yeah. A lot of stagecoach robbers up in Canada. The gold rush kind of days. And Hookah Doncic, number 7. Thank you for the follow as well. Hope you get some good OOTP packs if you're on OOTP. And if you're not, what are you waiting for? Join. Download OOTP 23. Well, maybe wait, because Black Friday's coming, and I bet you it's going to be on sale again. Yeah. So OOTP, if you're new and don't have a clue what I'm talking about, well, let's go open some packs and find out. Let me catch up on the chat here. You see the camera? RB. What happens in the chat stays in the chat. They only get to see the dance if they subscribe. But thank you for the compliment. I'm just glad I don't do that when I think everyone's watching ads. RB, yes. I got one, who was it, Shauna, that subscribed earlier from LiQWYD, and she got to see the little dance until I get different sound effects set up. Thanks for embarrassing me. I'm glad you can't see the red in my face. Always happened when students would embarrass me. I'd turn beet red. I'm one of those guys that, if you catch me off guard, beet red. But fortunately on my camera, I can adjust the saturation level, so it doesn't look as beet red. All right, chat. Have you got the hound biscuits? Have you got the emotes? Have you got the barks ready? I've been really lackluster in packs the last few streams. Kin the Jim Unknown Blue Jays, break that string. Looking for some Gotta right off the bat. Now, if it's alive, I take it back. But if it's a historical, hey. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, there's Shauna. Yeah, Shauna got the Shauna got the private dance. I didn't even know it was Shauna from Quid. Shauna, what stays in the chat, or what's said in the chat, or done in the chat, stays in the chat, right? It does not make it over to the Quid Discord. Do not clip that. Shauna, I'm watching. Okay, let's open up this diamond here, and boom! But hey, it's the first pack I opened, and I don't own it yet, so that's good. All right, what do we got? Oh, and we got a gold. It doesn't get a dance, but what do the kids do? Do they do the old dab? Have I got that right? Shauna, have I got that right? Is it the dab? The dab for the gold? The live. Let's see who's paying attention. What was I complaining about yesterday on the stream with my gold pulls? Come on, students. Come on. Who needs to earn those brownie points? We'll sell him for minimum. There we go. So this is kind of like Quid. When Quid on your digital collectibles, you open packs and you get cool items. Except you get, underwear animals, or you get Star Trek, or you get Valiant comics. All these cool things. We had Dark Crystal on there a couple months ago, the movie Dark Crystal. So same thing, you open packs and you get items, except they're numbered. These ones aren't numbered like 15 out of 3,000. They're just the card. And these don't have backs on them. Come on, OOTP, give us backs where we can flip them over and see the stats of these players. All right, let's keep on going. Hey, Gorgo. Gorgo, I think, just to be transparent, I do not have Gorgo on speed dial, and I do not go, Gorgo, pack opening time, get your Cincinnati butt in there, because I need some diamonds. While Gorgo, I did not give you a call and let you know. Although maybe we'll get you one of those little buzzers, right? So every time I open packs, I'll just give you that little shock to get you going. But I did pull a diamond and a gold so far, 2 golds. So thank you. Now I get a bunch of 40s. 3 40s in 2 packs. That's not Gorgo-like. All right, we got a Crush Holloway. It is a duplicate. I know it's a Negro League 2 player card, so some of you may need him. You get the Costco. No, it's not a Costco special. I can't put 97. So I'll put the double 3. The Patrick Waugh. Patrick Waugh was a famous goaltender for the Montreal Canadiens, and he was number 33. Won some Stanley Cups with Colorado Avalanche and the Canadiens. We don't call them the Canadians in Canada. We call them Les Canadiens or Les Habitants. Remember, we're bilingual up here. Well, Gorgo, I didn't ask for a rain check on these cards. Okay, better. I know it's cold up here, so the vibes take a while to get here. None of you students have had the answer. Yesterday's stream, almost every gold I pulled 10 of them. They were all 80. And now 2 in a row, I pulled 80 gold. I think every gold that's an 80 in this game, I pulled in the last 2 days. Yeah, Gorgo knows what's happening. So you know what that means, Gorgo. I think it's almost time. Well, Wild Bill Wright. I need him. Good. And I got a Harvey Hendrick. 2 new silver historicals. That's way better than 180 gold. Keep on rolling. Ed Cleffer is a duplicate. He is part of the Platinum 3 Bronze mission. It is a duplicate. I have them already. 222 is the lowest. 194 is. As everyone rushes to the card shop, Lap's going to give us a deal. Well, I got to make a little bit of coin, right? Just a little bit. So I am going to put him on for 1 Reggie Jackson. You get the Reggie Jackson special. If you need a Platinum 3, because they're only in packs for about 2.5 more weeks. Okay, they were picking up with some decent cards. Not great cards, but decent. However, I just feel it's that time. It is that time to get the guys together around the Gatorade container, have a sip of Gatorade, refill their tobacco and bubble gum, and just think about what they've done to me in this pack pulling. It is that time. Let's look at all the cards over. We don't want that as the max. Election day in the US today. It is your midterms. Exercise your right to vote. All the usual suspects. Nolan Arenado, 475. Ernie Banks is still there. He will not sell at that price. Guaranteed. Dylan Cease has come down. Okay. Here's a case of thank you. Whoever listed this one, thank you for not gouging the community. That is an extremely fair price for a really good card. If I was in the market for him, I would get him. I'm not. Fair price. Thank you. There are some good listers out there. Max Fried. Not a fair price. 550 to 600, I think, is fair for a perfect Topps Bunt card. Matlick is on my radar. He is coming down in price. He's 404. As soon as the number starts with a 2, I'm in on him. But right now, it's still pretty high. Albert Pujols, fair price, a limited card. You can't get him in packs anymore. Extremely good value if you want Albert Pujols. Babe Ruth has come down a little bit because of Ted Williams. The recent Ted Williams card has dropped the price of Babe Ruth. Still too high for me. If the number starts with 4, yeah, I'd consider it. Not that I have 400,000. Max Scherzer. Although there are 2 people willing to pay over $1 million for him, if I owned a Max Scherzer, you couldn't get my fingers on the keyboard fast enough to fulfill that buy order. It'd be a 1.2 million. Yes, please. Yes, I would fill that buy order. And the card that everyone wants, everyone's going for, is it a fair price? Honestly, I'd rather have this one than the Babe Ruth. And they're going for about the same price right now. There are 5 people willing to pay over 600,000, and they are in a bidding war. Look at that. Little small increments. What would I pay if I had the perfect points? 700,000. Yeah, I'd have a buy order of 700,000. And if I didn't get it, I'd just wait. Better cards will come and the price will go down. And I'm in no rush to get a Ted Williams right now. All right, boys, girls, whatever you identify, he, she, they, them, it's time to continue on and open up these packs. The timeout is over. Gorgo Luck is going to be back. And we are going to pull a diamond or perfect. But we got to start with a gold. Another 80. Steve Yeager. Turner Barber. Brandon Crawford. Typically sell a lot of my live silvers, but we'll do that later. Although this is a duplicate. Going for 164, part of 2 missions. I will put him on at 106. Again, not going to open all the packs today. I still want to get to our historical sim after our next break. Always enjoy doing those. Last time we had the 53 Reds beat a really good Yankee team. I think from 2000 or 2002. So we'll see who faces off today after the break. But come on, perfect. Come on. Prove Gorgo right. Joe Mauer and a gold. I feel like a cowboy because I'm getting the S.H. kicked out of me with these golds. And Gorgo, that's just my Nightbot, so I don't know what the spamming is. Feel free to keep chatting. Ignore that Nightbot. Another 80 gold. All right, partner, what do we got here? Come on. Give us some of that Texan love. So how is everyone's day today? How are you doing? How is your ease into winter going? Well, when packs get bad, they get bad. And our last time out, we're going to use one more time out here. Just going to be a short one, just to do the fail safe. And the fail safe is just to get out, take a walk, go into your tournaments, make sure you've spammed all your quicks. Here we go. And then say, okay, laptop, I am ready to get back into this. And I am going to give you a diamond, maybe even a perfect. I'm down to 10 packs on this team that I'm going to open up. That's it, just 10 more. Let's see, let's go. Okay, good, good. We're on a roll. We are on a roll, and it's not an 80. In Canada, we say, in your face, OOTP. No more 80s from you. I'm not putting up with it. Cowboy hat worked. The timeout worked. The Gorgo luck worked. The leaving the game and coming back in worked. The dance worked. Let's see what we got. Larry Sorensen, I like, and the diamond is... Funny, I said I wanted John Matlack as my next card. Not this one, but I'll take it. The New York Met and the St. Louis Cardinal. Larry Sorensen is not a duplicate, so he stays part of 2 missions. And John Matlack is a duplicate, guys. Part of 2 missions, Vida Blue and the CC2 catcher, which I think is the Carter mission. So he is 18,931 as the last 10, and the top sell order is 1799. Fair price for my chat. I think a fair price is going to be $13.99. It's above the top buy order, so if you want it for 500 more, you can get John Matlack, and I will consider that a profitable pull. So yes, the laptop pound time out and leaving the game and coming back in seemed to work that time. I'm a happy camper now. Happy cowboy. All right, 2 more packs and that will be it. And then we move on. We will turn over our 8th gold of the stream, and that will be David DeJesus. Not a duplicate, part of 2 missions, one which I haven't completed yet. So I will keep Mr. DeJesus. And the last pack, make it a good one. Boom. Well, if 61 bronze is a good one, I'm a winner. Okay, there is the pack pulling today. Let's just take a quick look at the transactions and see what's been going on with these card listings. 10 standard packs from a tournament, 3 from a tournament, 10 from a tournament. So the packs have been coming in lately. That was on Monday. Tuesday, not much going on there. And not a lot of sales yet, but pretty sure that Matlack will sell. At that price, good deal. All right, we are going back to the main start screen. Oh, yes, I should have checked my missions. Although I didn't get a lot of high-end cards, but I will check that out, Gorgo. Thanks for reminding me. And by the way, if you haven't checked out Gorgo, he is on tomorrow. It's the Laptop Gorgo Sandwich. I'm on Tuesday, Thursday, and Gorgo's on Wednesday. So I'm just the crummy bread, and he's the good content right in the middle. So yes, Gorgo is on tomorrow, I believe at, let me just check, Gorgo, because you give some good advice. And one of the pieces of advice Gorgo has been telling you guys is to do the historical replay with the 27 Yankees, because you can get a free pack, standard or gold, by completing that. And Gorgo is on tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. By the way, today there's not a lot of streamers scheduled. However, tonight at 7 p.m. EMLB, they are on. At 8 p.m., Yuka is on, and she provides some wonderful commentary. And then you want to tune in at 9 p.m. tonight. TJ is on from the official OOTP stream, and you can get 5 more packs. You can get 5 from affiliates like myself and 5 from TJ tonight, every 15 minutes. So check him out, and that's it for scheduled streamers. Others kind of pop on from time to time, so you have to keep an eye open for it. I completed at least one. I did. The Vida Blue Gold mission. Well, thank you for Eagle Eyes Gorgo, 2 gold packs. Done. and I didn't have to lock in extremely valuable diamond or perfects. Cool. So I'm banking up a lot of those higher end valued packs for one day when we get really good, plentiful content, which will be coming soon, because the later they go into the version of the game, the better the cards will get. Your meta cards, yeah, some come early, some come in the platinum cards, but a lot of the real high-end ones will come later on in the game. So I like to save my packs. All right, let us set things up here, guys. Let me just take a quick check how much longer till our next break, as it will be coming soon. We got about 3 minutes to our next break. And I am just going to set up the Gladiator team here. Bear with me. Talk amongst yourself. Tell some good, clean jokes. Do a little jig. Or if you're in Eastern Canada, do a little Irish dancing. A lot of Irish people in Eastern Canada. So I do want to go and make sure all my tournaments are full. They are. And now we are going to our historical exhibition. We are going to set that up before our break, find out who our teams are, and then after the break, we'll play it out and open a few Gladiator packs just to see what they can do. And you know with this, guys, what we do, we bring in the spinning wheel to find out who our teams are going to be. So first era that we are going to play as, round and round it goes, and we are going to play with a host choice again. Well, this time I am going to go with a power year team. Next era that we are going to play as, well, we're going to get a couple modern, both from the same time period. 93 to 204. Okay. As we open up our next wheel here, find out which specific year we're going to play as. And we've got the 15th. And just like that, OOTP crashes. It's like they knew. Lap, you got a break coming up. We're going to crash right before your break. Fortunately, I don't have to log in to play the exhibition. OOTP, I love you so much. Fortunately, it's easy to remember the time periods. All right, team number 15 or year number 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1995, and we'll spin in a minute. Break time. All right, we are back to finish off selecting the two teams that are going to play. So we do have a team from 1995, and they are going to play off against a team, the 16th team. Again, thank you for making me count. Wow. All the years to choose, and we get two teams for within the same couple of years. I just hope it's not the same team, although that would be interesting. All right, let's check out which specific teams are going to play from the mid-90s. And we'll spin the coffee cup and find out those teams. Team number 1 is number 1. We've got the 1995 Baltimore Orioles, 71-73, so a 500 team, and they are going to face off against the 1996 number 7 team. Another sub 500 team in the Kansas City Royals. Now we just have to decide, are we going to flip them? Are the Royals going to have home advantage or the Orioles? And it will be staying with the Kansas City Royals. Okay, so again, didn't have the wheel on for that last part, but you can see there that we have home team staying the way that it is. Let us set up this game. Let us call it. Let's see if we have the Royals or the Orioles take the number 7 spot in this tournament. And I think I have, while I set it up, there you go. That is the current lineup of the previous 6 games that we have played. So you see all the teams that have won that 1 game playoff. And again, we are just going to play the 1 game. So I know I didn't change it in the settings, but we're going to say this is the only game. We're not going to play 7. And you see the rosters here. Kevin Brown, a lot of you have him on your team. Probably the perfect version. Scott Erickson, Jamie Moyer, Jesse Orozco, Arthur Rhodes. These are players I'm familiar with. Former Blue Jays on. And for Baltimore, Benitez, solid reliever. Mark Eichhorn. So yeah, we are going to have a battle of the sub 500s. Again, just going to play the 1 game. So the 2 aces on the mound. We've got Kevin Brown against Kevin Appier. And let's play ball. Again, just to speed things up, we are going to go through and just do until runners in scoring position. Makes the game a little bit faster. All right, gameplay ready to go. Kevin Appier on the mound for the Royals. Brady Anderson, the first hitter. We will play out this first at bat, see how it goes. And that is a walk to start the game. Brady Anderson, some speed on the base pass for the Orioles. Runners in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the first. Nothing for the Orioles in the top. Here we go. Tom Goodwin smacks one and just kind of eludes the shortstop. So the Royals get their first man on. Runner on first, runners in scoring position, moves up to second. We have 2 balls, 1 strike. Johnny Damon, former Red Sox legend, at the plate. And he smacks one to first base, moves the runner to third. But that is the first out. Here we go, a little squibber to the pitcher, not enough to score the run. But it is an infield hit. He beats it out. Joe Randa. Where does that speed come from? Runners at first and third, 1 out for Kansas City. Here comes the pitch, hit to second. They do not go for the double play. So it will score a run on that fielder's choice. And again, a hit to the second baseman. That retires the side, but the Royals take a 1-0 lead. Runners in scoring position. Nothing. We move on. Bottom of the second, runners on first and second. Kevin Brown in a little bit of trouble, and the pitcher, Kevin Appier, at the plate. Sure why we have a pitcher, but I guess I have a no DH rule right here. He bunts, moves the runners along to second and third, and now we have Tom Goodwin back. Singled in the first inning. What can he do here? That eludes the third baseman. That is going to score at least run. Here comes the throw to the plate, not in time, and the Royals extend their lead to 3-0. Looks like the Royals, the 96 Royals, off to a good start. Johnny Damon back at the plate. Goodwin at second. That is hit to shallow right field. No, to the second baseman. Not deep enough, and that will retire the side. Nothing in the top of the third for the Royals. We move to the bottom of the third. Nothing happening. Back to the top of the fourth. One hit, but no runs for the Orioles. Bottom of the fourth. Nothing. We are getting into the pitcher duel now. Appier and Brown duking it out. Bottom of the fifth. Still no runs to count for. Now we have 2 out. Johnny Damon at second. Mike McFarland at the plate. Can he cash in? Another run for the Royals. Weakly hit. The second baseman runs in but cannot make a play. And it is an infield hit for McFarland, moving Damon to third. Michael Tucker at the plate. 2 out. Here comes the pitch, and he is down on K's. Out of a jam, Kevin Brown. Top of the sixth. Nothing happening. Bottom of 6. KC again threatening. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Kevin Appier, the pitcher, at the plate. He's going to bunt and move them over again. Good play. Runners in scoring position for Tom Goodwin, who's had a strong game. Can he cash them in? He hits one deep to left, but not deep enough. That line drive is caught. No runs for the Royals. We go to the top of the 7th. Baltimore finally threatening. If you're an Oriole fan, here's your chance. Harold Baines at the plate. Runners at first and third. Here comes the pitch, and that is on the outside, just missing the corner. That is going to load them up. 2 out. Kevin Appier still on the mound. Brett Barbary at the plate. The number 7 hitter stays in the game. Can he cash in some runs? No, he strikes out. That does it for the 7th. And we go to the 7th inning stretch. Kevin Brown on the mound. Nothing happening. We go to Baltimore in the 8th. They cannot do anything. 2 hits only for the 95 Orioles. Looks like a weak team. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Kansas City at the plate. They cannot do anything. Now we have Pichardo on the mound to try and close things out. Cal Ripken Jr. is at the plate. Can he get things going? He hits one to deep center, to the warning track almost, but it is caught. 1 out. Bonnie Bonilla at the plate. Big time player in the past. Can he get something going? A weak grounder to second base. 2 retired. And a last chance, Rafael Palmeiro, a Oriole legend, 70 contact, 70 power, but he needs to get on base. A homer won't do it. He hits one to second base. That's going to retire the side. And the Kansas City 1996 Royals move on to the final 16. And they will join the likes of the 1901 Americans, the 1993 and 85 Mets, the 66 White Sox, the 90 Tigers, and Gorgo's 1953 Reds. Way to go, Kansas City. Kevin Appier takes the win, going 8 strong innings, only giving up 2 hits. Pichardo, a guy I'm not familiar with, he comes up with the save. And for the Orioles, Kevin Brown goes 7 innings, giving up 9 hits, but only one earned run, and Tony Clark comes on to mop up. For the Orioles, only 2 hits, Brady Anderson and Chris Hoyles. I believe it's Chris. Yes, it is. And for the Kansas City Royals, Tom Goodwin had a game, 3 for 4. Kevin Lockhart went 2 for 4, and Kevin Appier is the player of the game. So there we go, another team to add. Let's go back to the main screen. And it's on the website, Jason. If you just Google random wheel selector, it's one of the first ones that come up. You might have to check a couple of them to make sure it looks the same, but it should be the one that has the different colors. Let me just bring it back up here. And yeah, it's great because you can program several different wheels. Wheelofnames.com. There you go, if you choose to use it. Okay, let's take that back off there, as my mouse all of a sudden wants to get wonky. Give me 1 second, guys. We have a mouse issue. One of those cases where it won't show you the actual cursor, but when you move it around, let me just go into my settings a little bit, because this usually fixes it. Bear with me. At least it's not an audio issue this time. And I think this should fix it. Where's a tech guy when you need him? I'm going to try one more thing in my technology. Logged on here while I do that. That's what I get for going to the Wheel of Destiny. All right, we are back. Whew. This didn't happen in the 1950s. We didn't have computers back then. All right, we are going to finish off, guys. Sorry about that. A little bit of an interruption. It happens, but at least was able to figure it out in fairly good time. And we're just going to end off in the last 5 minutes here with 5 packs from the Gladiators, just to see if they can hit on something. Did pretty good with the Blue Jays. Again, I'm back on Thursday. I'll be here tomorrow doing my LiQWYD stream, as I talked about at the beginning. If you want to check out LiQWYD Collectibles, you can watch that stream and win some LiQWYD prizes. Otherwise, I am back on Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. So Gladiators, what do you got? Can you give me something to end off this stream on? Or are you going to be uncooperative? Let's see. Can't complain. I've got a fair bit of gold today. And Tino Martinez. I think I drafted him in my perfect draft today. Just gotta change my mouse setting because it went to the slowest possible speed. There we go. what I get for providing a viewer with the spinning wheel information. I get tech issues, but well worth it. Hope it helps you in your content there. Yeah, great little tool if you have any kind of randomness that you want to include in anything that you do in life. Just open up the wheel. Ginger bow mount. I don't have them, so I will keep them as I need them for the mission, and I will be watching for unsubmitted missions now. Here we go with a diamond. We have a diamond on Rocky Mountain. How about a tops bunt? Can we get a tops bunt? Can we? No. But I'll take it. I want him on the Blue Jays though. One of my favorite diamond pitchers. I think a lot of teams use LiQWYD in the bullpen. I know he is a very expensive card. Yeah, LiQWYD. Let's go to my cards here. Show my duplicates, because I love how you can do that. And LiQWYD, right now in the card shop, going for $39,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him at 33.33. I think that's fair. It's about 5,000 under the level 10, and it's above the top buy order. So still kind of pricey, but trust me guys, that is a good card. If you look at my team, I have LiQWYD, and his pitching stats have been pretty good in Diamond. 209 and 306. So if you're looking for a lefty in your bullpen, maybe even as a starter because he's an 87 stamina, LiQWYD is a really good card. All right, we will open 3 more packs. I am happy. I'm glad I opened some packs. I'm glad I got some tech difficulties because it allowed me to get lighter at the right time. 1 more pack to finish things off. We have all live, non-playable cards. Well, it's been quite the adventure. Little bit of dancing, a little bit of weather news, a little bit of new content with the new Necro card coming out. Yeah, it's been quite the couple of hours. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thanks for all the new followers. Thank you, Shub1 or Shauna, for the subscription. Glad you stuck around and enjoyed the content. If you love baseball, OOTP is a really fun game to play. And again, guys, tomorrow I am back with my LiQWYD content. And if you decide to join up on the LiQWYD app, you can get $20 to spend on LiQWYD by using the promo code laptop20. If you can't understand it, feel free, reach out to me on Discord. I'm Laptop Hound. I can walk you through some things. Otherwise, we'll see you Thursday with our next stream. Thanks for all the pack luck, Gorgo. Got some really good cards. No perfects, but I'm happy with what I pulled. Have a wonderful day. Stay warm. Go vote if you haven't. Going to be an interesting night and next few days as they count up all those ballots. We'll see you guys on Thursday or maybe tomorrow. Laptop Hound signing off.